The power of the 10,000 times 10,000 by the messengers. I, Maitreya, say to you today that the ascended masters in the great deliberations and councils of the great white brotherhood have determined that human tyranny has too long held sway over the mass mind. Therefore, we ask for a great petition whereby the student body today shall be given that which is known as the full power of the 10,000 times 10,000. For this day henceforth, from this day henceforth, every decree that you utter shall be increased by the power of the 10,000 times 10,000. I, Maitreya, declare that those who give decrees from this day forward shall be creating a tremendous, impelling, swiftly moving acceleration which shall sweep through the earthly consciousness of mankind and compel this earth free. It is determined by the great cosmic law that this earth shall not submit to the tyranny of the human consciousness, which in itself, while it is intelligent substance to a degree, it is not ascended master discriminating intelligence. Therefore, it has no power. It has no power. It has no power. And I say that you must cut yourself free from the consciousness by a conscious, joyful entering into our thought, by entering in the thought of God about you. The significance of this dispensation is almost beyond comprehension, for it has to do with the geometric multiplication of energy, potential from this octave to the next, from the level of the human consciousness to the ascended master's octave, and the return of that energy by the power of decrees to our dimension where God's power can work tremendous changes which bless and heal the entire planetary body. 10,000 times 10,000 equals 100 million. Think, then, of the infinite power of God and of the focusing of his energy through the invocations of mankind below and the amplifications of the ascended masters above. You will soon realize that those who are attempting to work changes in the world of form that will overcome disease, poverty, inequality, and war have at their disposal the greatest power for good ever known to man. Every time a student of the ascended masters utter a decree of light released through the spoken word by the power of the sacred fire and God's name, I am, he may benefit 100 million people, almost half of the people in the United States. When the decree is given 3 times, it has the added impetus of the power of the 3 times 3. The transcendent power of decrees to effect change in the world of form is scarcely realized by unascended mankind, but it is sometimes difficult for people to comprehend the power of invisible forces, albeit these do become visible and tangible after a certain period of concentrated use of the sacred fire. The masters have explained that in order for them to serve mankind in the physical octave, individuals are required by cosmic law to give their energy through prayers or decrees to the host of the light. The energy released in the giving of decrees is then amplified by the angelic hosts who have been called upon for assistance. Man has given free will to be the authority for his world, that is, for the plane of matter. Therefore, God does not step in to alter conditions of injustice and unhappiness unless called upon by man. Who then, through his free will, elects to have God take the reins of authority and direct his life? Jesus accomplished this transfer of authority from the personal to the divine when he said, Father, not my will, but thine will be done. Thus, man's free will may be defined as the opportunity to choose God to be the doer or to choose the opposite by abiding in human consciousness and allowing the human ego to rule the roost. In choosing the latter course, individuals cut themselves off from the divine source of power, wisdom, and love until, through experiencing hardships and the emptiness of self centered existence, they turn once more to embrace the beloved one, the mighty I Am Presence. Those who love to give decrees, those who know the great onrush of light, which is released by God into every human condition that is less than perfection, through invocation made in the name of the mighty I Am Presence to the ascended masters, give gladly and freely of their time and energy to this service. The use of the names of many cosmic beings, ascended masters, angels, and vital forces of the Infinite One, God does intensify the action of the decrees. How is this done? We have been taught all our lives to believe there is only one God, and we ourselves know there is only one God. Jesus said, "If two of you shall agree on earth by touching anything that they shall ask, it shall be done for them of my Father, which is in heaven. For where two or three are gathered together in my name, there I am in the midst of them." The power of three, according to cosmic law, is more intense than the power of one and serves to magnetize a greater concentration of the sacred fire, whereas the power of one square equals one. The power of three square equals nine because the I Am is in the midst of them. Thus, we begin to understand in part the mystical power of the 3 times 3. When 9 people come together, the power of intensity is equal to 9 squared again, because the Christ is in their midst. Thus, the power of the group is increased 81 times that of any individual member. It is easy to see that the greater the number of people gathered together, the greater is the blow struck for the Lord. It is no strange thing then that as you call to many cosmic beings who are ascended, you not only receive the God radiation of your own mighty I Am Presence and the God radiation of the mighty I Am Presence in the great central sun, but you also add to that great power because each of these ascended beings has eternalized a focus of some specific God quality. This is how God Himself multiplies His power through bringing many sons into captivity. This is how the one God becomes the many in manifestation, in manifest action. While the multiplication of the Godhead is concerned, the breaking of the bread of the whole loaf into many portions or into the parts of God that comprise humanity, souls evolving on earth, serving the one God, receive more power as greater and greater numbers of humanity ascend back to the Godhead and contribute their momentum of good to the leavening of the whole loaf. Beloved, Jesus said, "I go to prepare a place for you, that where I am, there you may be also. And he that believeth on me, the works that I shall do, he do also. And greater works than these shall he do, because I go unto my Father." Each ascended master, having returned to the heart of the Father, intensifies through the qualification of the prism of his individualized ascended master consciousness a greater action of light. This is the beehive of cosmic activity. If you have stayed to listen to the end of this video, thank you for listening. If what you have heard inspire or motivate you, please hit the like button or subscribe to this channel for more. I appreciate you listening today and for selecting this video. Please come back in the future. Oh, and don't forget to share your thoughts in the comments below. I look forward to hearing you in the future.